Welcome to 53 in Maine. I'm Shelley Crenshaw, and this is my awesome student co-host.
Hi, I'm Desmond Grant. Now, Shelley, thank you for having me here. It's such a pleasure to be here today.
Well, thanks for being here as well.
All right, thank you. Now, we do have a fun show coming up for you today.
That's right. We're going to hear some great music from an Ohio State engineering student who's also part of Columbus's thriving music scene.
Okay, and we'll head over to the Main Street Cafe where Jamaica and I have cooked up a meal in my crock pot for $5.
Yes, and we'll show you what it's like to be around a true muscle fest, which happens right here in Columbus every year.
Yeah, I call it the I Can't Fold My Arms show. And there was a lot of muscles in the building because fitness nutrition was the major focus this past weekend. The Arnold Classic generated more than $51 million for the local economy here in Columbus, and more than 900 exhibitors participated in the weekend-long expo. New this year, a kids component. Kids got to zip line, break dance, mix and mingle with some of Columbus's semi-pro teams, and perform on stage. It was the largest fitness event in the nation, and visitors got to take a look at some of the latest trends in sports apparel, equipment, and nutrition.
Because I've had such a blessed career where I was always winning. I won the first ever men's physique Mr. Olympia, and the last two shows, which being this one and the last Olympia, I've placed sixth in both. So it's different on the other side, but you know, I'm a man, I'm a champion, and we fall, we rise.
Now, some 20,000 athletes from about 80 countries descended on Columbus to not only pose on stages and participate in the event, but to spend money on hotels, restaurants, and shopping. Organizers say their goal is to take the fitness expo to 6 different continents around the world.
Well, that sounds pretty exciting, and hopefully they'll be able to do that. You know, now many of you may know Columbus, Ohio has an amazing music scene. Several musicians have made it big through the years, and some of the big-time musicians are like Rascal Flatts, John Legend, Roger Troutman, and Zapp, to name a few. Well, this musician I'm going to introduce you to today is an Ohio State engineering student who is also an emerging jazz artist who hopes to one day make it big himself.
I play 7 instruments, and so,
What instruments do you play?
piano, bass, guitar, drums, trombone, baritone, and tuba. You know, just because you master one instrument doesn't mean you can't master 3 more. So once you feel like you've gotten to a level where you're good at something, just try a new challenge. Always challenge yourself. Always try to get out there and do something that somebody else can't do. Always push yourself. Just keep driving. Keep driving. You'll definitely get there. I don't know, it's be cool, you know, just to bring joy to people, bring passion to people, just to kind of be a sort of household name and just touch people and influence people in any way I can. So definitely, whether it be on piano or bass or drums or whatever instrument it be, that's definitely a goal of mine. Never stop playing. Have that passion, have that drive. It's not gonna be easy. For sure, I can tell you that much. It's a struggle when you're starting, and you want so bad to get to that level where you're like, yeah, but it takes time. It takes time, and it's gonna be hard. But just to keep pushing forward, just to keep practicing, stay around people who want to get to the same level you are, who are already there. Get advice from them. If you can, get lessons from them and everything, and just stay on the scene. That's the thing. Never take yourself away.
Now, to find out where you can hear Alex play around town, visit our website at 53inmaine.com.
Shelley, I think I smell something cooking.
I think you do, you know. It's actually Jamaica, and she's waiting for you over at the Main Street Cafe.
We're cooking up crock-pot meals for the cheap. For $5, I can feed my entire family. So I'm going to go ahead and head over there right now. And I'm over in Main Street Cafe with Jamaica Howard, and today she will be preparing 2 great crock-pot dishes for under $5. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Now, what exactly will you be preparing for us today?
Today I will be preparing for you barbecue pulled chicken, as well as kale and cabbage with potatoes.
Okay.
So I will simply just take 2 chicken breasts, cut it up, and then add the seasonings to my liking. And then for the barbecue sauce, we'll have the ketchup, which is higher, and a little bit of the brown sugar, as well as for the seasonings to your liking. And then what you'll do is you'll just put it into the crock pot, let it simmer overnight, and then when you come home, you'll have a delicious meal.
Okay, sounds tasty. Now, with the kale and cabbage and the potatoes, what exactly will you be doing with that, or how do you make that?
Get your cabbage and kale, and then you'll chop it up, and then you'll take your potatoes, and you'll chop those up as well. And then you'll season both to your liking, and then you'll just put into the crock pot, and then you let that simmer for however long you like. depending on the texture that you like.
Well, it sure smells lovely in here, so you've been doing your thing. It's definitely a nice tasty treat to come home to. You mind if I try something?
Sure.
Okay, so if you don't mind, go ahead and dig in. It smells good. Here we go.
Not bad.
This is great. Real good. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Jamaica, for these lovely dishes. We're going to send it back over to the studio.
Thank you so much. That's going to wrap up our show today. Thanks, Desmond. It was great having you here.
Thank you, Shelly, for having me. I do appreciate it. And make sure to visit our website at 53humane.com or check us out on Facebook.
That's right, and we'll see you next week.